Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, basically this is the continuous part of the previous video I've done. So if you're direct jumping in this video, I would recommend just go and watch my previous video. So because in the video I have given such a broad explanation about the AI and the mental health, that is the topic for today also. So in today's video we will discuss about the mental part, just not only the thing which when we say the word mental health, people typically think about the kind of like the depression, anxiety and the mental pain and etc. But here we will go more deep about in order to learn and understand the mental problem, and just because of AI. So just go and watch the video, and after that this is for you. So today we will more talk about the mental part and basically the impact because of AI and the human will get on mental health. So let me be very data driven. So there was a report published by World Economic Forum 2025. So it was about so it was basically estimating the future of jobs, and they took the time span around 5 years, like 2030. So in that report, because of AI, they estimated 92 million people will lose their job because of AI. And in the contrast, till 2030, 172 million jobs only exist. So it's only there are two kind of jobs will be created by AI, or maybe will exist. The first kind of jobs, something which is I've talked about in the first video, which is kind of AI agent in the innovative field of technology, like the machine learning and the AI, and so in the field till 2030. And the second kind of job and the second category of job will exist, the human centric jobs. It's like the jobs and the only things which a human can think, and human is capable for that. It's allowed like creativeness, the thinking, and these kind of jobs basically. So a lot of great people are talking about and try to predict the future and the jobs market and all these things. So everyone has their own thesis about the future. So as we discussed and as we know, there are only two types of jobs will exist because of AI. So the first kind of jobs will be more about academics and try to understand a learning part of. But I'm interested and I'm excited when because there is something which exists, because this is the core functionality of a human. So I would like to talk about more on mental health and this kind of topic, because this is the something which will impact it, not only because of AI, but we as a human, we also understand our own values, our own like powers. So that's why I'm very excited to talk about this part. And actually it's a need to understand, and it's need to spread aware about the mental health. And because mental health means the upcoming mental health, we are talking about the future after 10 or 20 years, like 2045 and 2050. So because of AI, we have discussed the job will like kind of vanish because of AI. The second thing is a lot of jobs, and I think most of the jobs, like 99 or 95% jobs will be done by AI. So only left which is the human core values, the core functionality of a human. So people are talking about these kind of AI and the future, and no one is talking about the mental health. The people will impacted, they are losing their jobs, and because of that they will get such kind of mental problems. So not only the problems we are talking about the way they have lost it themselves in the in this wave of uh, maybe you can say the technology, the social media. So the mental health, the depression, anxiety is just only not because of AI, but we have seen the social media is one of the reason of getting such kind of problems in humans. So this currently people are getting more anxious, more anxiety, and WHO and all the health organizations reported this a report kind of where they talked about the depression, the anxiety, the loneliness is rapidly increasing in the world. So the main reason is you know is the pop culture we are living, the way we are thinking, the access of information we have, or and there are a lot of reasons. The world is moving very fast. So but human is not capable of moving so fast, because we are a slow learner. We first understand, then learn, then apply, then assess. So this is the process of human to live a life. But the world is moving so fast, so because of this quickness of the world, people are getting kind of FOMO, and because of that the mental problem, anxiety, depressions, and all out. So this is the first reason of getting all the problems. Now, as we discuss the AI and the impact of AI of jobs, and because of that the people will get more anxiety, depressions, and the more mental problem. And it's just not only about these kind of things we have discussed. It's more than that, because it's about the purpose. It's about the identity. AI is something, this is a kind of disruption of humanity ever had, which will change the entire system, the way we are thinking, the way we are living, the way we are doing our tasks. So this is something, very disruptive technology we have ever made. So for that we have to prepare in a certain way. So mental health, why I choose mental health? Because mental health is one of the complex thing, because a lot of entrepreneur, a lot of people just ignore it, because this is multi-layered things. And mentality is basically it represent the individuality. Say for example, if when we see the peoples, I know they have the different kind of mentality. Why they have different kind of mentality? Because they have grown in a different manner. They have their own different beliefs. So they all things shapes their mentality. So we have such apps when we talk about the mental health. In this business industry, the first thing is Calm, that is founded in 2021. It's basically US based startup, and it's basically catering people's these problems like depressions, anxiety, and try to have better sleep. And another app we have, they are just catering the only problem, because it's a pretty amazing, because how can you how can you make a solution for everyone? Say for example, if you feel thirsty, say for example, so you have limited number of options. Either you can get water, or maybe another soft drinks you can get for just quench their thirst. But mental health is something like you can't create a product for all the people. It's very difficult, and it's very hard, because everyone has their own beliefs, everyone has their own reason of getting depression and anxiety. And all the apps I have gone through, the multiple apps, they are just curing the surface level problems. Okay, you are getting depression, just they will give you the meditation tricks, they will give you the technique to slow down the depression. But no one is talking about how to control what actually the reason why you are getting the depression, why you are getting the anxious feeling. So there is, I feel there is lacking in this particular field of mental health. So the apps exist, and I consider this very complex things as well, because it's very hard to predict someone's what actually the reason why he's getting in a way the problem, the anxiety, the depression, and the lack of purpose. So I know it's hard, it's complex, and I have gone through some apps. They are just solving the problem on a surface level, but time will come, definitely it will come, when we need to change the whole, the way we are thinking, the way we are doing, the way we are living. So it's very important to understand. First of all, we need to understand the mental awareness, what actually is this, because everyone is just trying to solve the problem for, all the things in the world exist, but only they are just avoiding the mental health, because I know it's complex and everyone knows it's complex. It's very hard to do something, and it's a very personalized things, so this is the part of mental health. And until now, the businesses and the apps and the platforms are there to cater such kind of problems. But here we are talking about, in this channel we will talking about the after 10 to 20 years, where people will get more anxiety, people will feel the lack of purpose, and the people will feel kind of identity loss, because there is nothing to do. So that's the problem, and here we will discuss like what actually I'm thinking. So first thing we understand, like there is AI, and when we heard about AI, the first glance when we heard AI is, just losing jobs. Okay, then third thing is, because of jobs, the mental problems will, also raise. And the app exists and the platform exists, they are just curing, they are just giving solutions only the surface level, and that is pretty understandable, because this is very complex. But what we are talking about, the mental identity change, the core beliefs, the way they are thinking, the way they are living, the way why they are doing such things, so it's very important to understand the the need of understanding of mental health. So we will try to figure out what can we do, and I have some pretty amazing ideas about how to for the future. So I'm working definitely, because we need something kind of operating system of human mind. So I have some pretty amazing ideas about that, because this is something, the problem, I'm looking, and I feel very excited to solve this problem. So I'm working on this, and it will take time definitely, because this is something, because I have to work a lot, but definitely this is something. And in this journey I will get a lot of knowledge about on multiple things, how to think, how to research, how to do all the stuff. So this is pretty amazing journey, and I'm working towards to provide solution about these mental health, not a surface level, but I will try to create something which is which will help you to understand the core of the reason of why you are getting in such a way, why you are getting feeling in a way. So I understand this. So we need a kind of operating system for humans, because that is very necessary and essentials for future. So yeah, definitely. Oh, this is something I amaze when I think about this mental part of humans. And people are exaggerating because of using a lot of social medias and these. So the mental health, the mental problem is increasing as well, and because of AI, so that the intensity of the problems will be definitely more in future. So we need something which will cure and which will provide solutions on a surface, not a surface level, but the core of your problem. So we need that. We need to change identity, we need to change our thinking, we need to change the purpose of why we are doing, because AI is there, And definitely this is my opinion, my personal opinion is to think in a way, but the mental health is one of the problem. This is the for sure. When if I'm not if I know if I will not talk about the future part of AI and the impact of AI on human mind, but in today's era, mental health is such a field that people are avoiding. And in India especially, the people, this it's kind of taboo and people are not talking about if they are suffering. And even a lot of people didn't know like they have such a kind of mental problem. So this is a very important field. I'm excited to work in field. So yeah, this is my personal opinion, and I see in a different way in industry. So yeah, this is my call, and I'll definitely try to do something and try to create something that will help people, and that will just not only help to get rid of these kind of problems, but help to understand who they are, and the reason why they exist, and also the purpose, also the why they are doing on a. And I try to associate with the core of human, that makes a human a human. So this is something I want to talk to you and all the people. So what do you think about, what's your opinion on AI and mental health and the future? You have some predictions as well, and I hope so. If you have something prediction in the future of AI, so definitely just write down in comment section, and and I will definitely see and assess. So thank you. Bye bye.